Breaking news as more than 100 motorists were arrested in a single day across KwaZulu-Natal, marking one of the province's most decisive festive season crackdowns on drunk driving and reckless behavior. The arrests, carried out during coordinated roadblocks on the Day of Goodwill, have already been linked to a noticeable drop in road accidents, offering rare positive news at a time usually dominated by tragedy, sirens, and grief on South Africa's roads. This dramatic development unfolded as traffic authorities intensified enforcement under the #Nenzanilazwini campaign, a province-wide operation designed to remove dangerous drivers before lives are lost. According to Siboniso Duma, KwaZulu-Natal's MEC for Transport and Human Settlements, the early results are encouraging. He confirmed that the reduction in crashes observed during the period is closely connected to the visible, uncompromising presence of traffic officers on major routes. The arrests were spread across 3 key areas, each carefully selected due to high traffic volumes and a history of alcohol-related incidents. In the south, Margate and Port Shepstone saw 38 motorists taken into custody for driving under the influence. Among those arrested was a 74-year-old driver, a case that stunned officers and motorists alike. Authorities said the arrest highlighted a critical reality. Impaired driving is not limited by age, background, or experience. When alcohol enters the equation, everyone becomes a potential risk. Further inland, Newcastle recorded another 32 arrests, but what made this cluster particularly unsettling was who was involved. Among those detained were a serving police officer, a firefighter, a paramedic, and 2 teachers. The revelations sent shockwaves through the community, challenging assumptions about responsibility and professional conduct. Officials stressed that the law applies equally to all, and that public trust depends on visible accountability, especially from those tasked with protecting and serving society. On the northern coast, in Groutville near KwaDukuza, traffic officers arrested 32 more motorists. Long lines of vehicles were stopped, breathalyzers were used continuously, and drivers were screened without exception. Many sober motorists expressed support for the operation, describing it as inconvenient but necessary. Parents traveling with children said the sight of active roadblocks offered reassurance rather than frustration, particularly during a season known for deadly road statistics. MEC Duma praised the Road Traffic Inspectorate for what he described as unmatched commitment and energy. He commended traffic officers from Nkonyeni Local Municipality and KwaDukuza Local Municipality, as well as the South African Police Service, for working seamlessly together. National Traffic Police were also acknowledged for reinforcing the operation. Duma said the unity displayed by law enforcement agencies demonstrated a shared resolve to protect lives rather than merely issue warnings after disasters occur. Importantly, officials confirmed that the operation will not end with the festive season. The #Nenzanilazwini campaign is expected to continue through Easter and beyond, signaling a shift toward sustained enforcement rather than short-term visibility. Road safety experts argue that consistency is crucial, warning that temporary crackdowns often fail to change long-term driver behavior. Sustained pressure, they say, forces habits to change and normalizes compliance. Beyond the arrests themselves, the psychological impact of the roadblocks has been significant. Drivers encountering repeated checkpoints adjust their behavior, knowing the likelihood of being caught is high. Taxi operators reported improved discipline along busy routes, while emergency responders quietly welcomed fewer late-night callouts. For them, every prevented crash represents not just saved lives, but reduced emotional and operational strain. Authorities are now analyzing data from the operation to guide future deployments, mapping hotspots and peak risk periods. Communities have been urged to support enforcement by reporting dangerous driving early. Officials emphasize that road safety is a shared responsibility, one that extends beyond law enforcement to every individual who chooses to drive. As KwaZulu-Natal reflects on the Day of Goodwill, the message is unmistakable. Saving lives sometimes requires firm action. Every drunk driver removed from the road is a tragedy avoided, a family protected, and a future preserved. These arrests are not about punishment alone, but about prevention, accountability, and respect for human life. This is the end of the report. Stay tuned for more news updates. Like this video so that it can reach others. Also, comment your thoughts. If you are new on this channel, please click the subscribe button and turn on your notification bell for more news reports. Thank you.